Boop, 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 boop. Welcome back to Progressive E. Today we're doing something exciting, something that I've been waiting for, something that's been sitting in the background of our videos for a while. I'm putting on this new swing arm, kindly provided to us by David Annison. He custom plates the stock swing arm. Funny enough, this is actually Jared's old swing arm that we sent to him as a gift, and that ended up working out that he actually made one for us and sent it to us. He got it powder coated for me in red, so super stoked on that. Mate, if you're watching, I love it, man. Sorry it's taken so long to make this video. Life is busy, as we all know. Now, the perks of running the stock swing arm and the stock swing arm length is mainly nimbleness. I love the stock swing arm for how nimble it makes the bike. Yes, it means the bike isn't balanced. If you get Jared's bike and put Jared's bike on this stand, his bike will actually sit perfectly balanced with both wheels off the ground. Mine doesn't do that, right? But what mine does do is give me better cornering, in my opinion, better cornering, better wheel stands. So when you accelerate, that wheel just pops up so much easier and just makes for a real good time. But there is one major downfall with the stock swing arm, and I think everyone knows it, especially when you put bigger wheels on your Surum, is that it is super non-rigid. Like the whole thing just sways like a freaking donkey's tail. Like it is bad. I was gonna say something else then, but we're gonna keep this PG. It is bad. So I'm really stoked on this. So David Addison, he's actually fully plated this, powder coated it. The welds on this thing is second to none. Really nice, and it just feels rock solid. It just feels like what the Suron swing arm should have been. So really stoked on that. Nice shiny red, go fast, 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 very fast. So yeah, we're gonna slap this on and have a good time doing it. I hate anything to do with swing arm, especially putting in that jack shaft, but hopefully after doing it quite a few times, it should be a little bit easier. Let's get into it. So there we go. That's the swing arm installed. David Anderson, mate, nice one, buddy. It looks quite fresh, quite nice. A couple of little things I'll get into. First off, we all know the tolerances on these bikes suck. So a few things I had to do with this swing arm specifically was give it a few hard bashes with the old rubber mallet. If you don't have a rubber mallet, get yourself a rubber mallet, especially for doing these swing arms. So yeah, I had to bash the crap out of it, bend it in place so it would fit in here properly, as well as last time I did my swing arm, I actually took a little bit off the spaces of the jack shaft. I just shaved a little bit off, and that made my swing arm fit so much better. Not too much where there's slop, you don't want slop. I just shaved just enough off because the tolerances were honestly just wrong. So now it slips in like a dream. With this swing arm, I just had to give it a few herbs, and now it fits. Same with getting the wheel in. The wheel was super tight to get in. Now that isn't normal. The stock swing arm isn't tight, as we know, but this one is because it's been plated. The main reason why it's tight is because David, buddy, you've done a wicked job at welding this, and it's slightly pulled it in when he's welded it. He's just like, you know, got it so hot that it's basically just, you know, pulled itself in and made that back wheel pretty dang tight to get in. But if that's the worst of it, I can deal with that. It looks fresh, it looks real tidy. Love the red, always wanted a red swing arm, so stoked on that. And hopefully it's a fair bit stronger. So, what's it like riding the swing arm compared to the old one? The first thing I noticed, it was very solid in corners. There was no jittering, no hopping around the corner. And that's because the old swing arm used to often go from angle to straight, angle to straight. What that used to do for me though is allow me to go harder into corners because you'd get almost a bit of natural braking, that wheel skipping. Now I don't have that skipping. Now it's very solid, very consistent in corners, which is honestly gonna make you faster. The more consistent you can be, the better. Now up the top, I've got this perfectly molded rut that I just hit every single time. And that's because I'm not worrying about a swing arm that's just jittering around the corners and not making me feel locked in. Now I feel very locked in. Where it is massively different and just beautiful is wheel stands. Like really good, because like when you'd pop it up on the back wheel before, it would walk. It would do this walking thing. Now it's just solid. Now it's just, the only thing I'm worried about is where I am on the bike and my balance. That is all I got to worry about. I don't have to fight the rear end anymore, which I didn't realize I was honestly actually doing, but now it's just locked in. Another thing to note, these linkages, these Warp 9 linkages are a little bit rubbishy. I've got the upgrade one here. That seems to work pretty good. This linkage here was pretty much brand new and I threw it on there. I've only done a couple of, you know, what I would call medium-sized jumps due to my ankle. This thing's got stretch marks like it's been hitting the roids. Like it is gangster. As well as it is completely annihilated the stock bushings on the inside, which, I mean, they are the stock bushings, so that's to be expected. But this is obviously a pile of rubbish. This one is a lot better. Still not fantastic, so I'm going to try out the old EBMX linkages and see how they go. Hopefully they're a bit better than the Warp 9 ones. But anyway, that's the end of today's video. It'd be awesome if you liked. It would be even cooler if you subscribed. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.